Warning! If you have epilepsy, or just have photosensitivity like me, I recommend having the video play in another tab, as sped up footage creates harsh flashing lights. We hope you enjoy the commentary nonetheless.
Hey, hi, hello! My name is Kayla, but y'all can call me Raven. I'm the newest Fanfickle member, and well, this is a series I came up with our resident JoJo addict Wave Runner. He visited me back in May 2021, and the very last meal together we started talking about this idea, and it was born. Welcome to Magin-Game. As the name may suggest, this series will be all about the game concepts either from the imaginations of I and fellow members, or of the potential that sadly was not taken in some of our favorite games. I'm one to theorize about what could or never will be in video games. So that's how it was born, in a Waffle House in a rinky-dink corner of all places. This may be the pilot episode, but if you like this, please let me know. The feedback is definitely appreciated. We have a couple of episode ideas for the future, so look forward to more from this series if y'all like it. Without further delays, today's episode of Magin-Game, we are looking at the game everyone bought during lockdown to try to not lose their sanity, Animal Crossing New Horizons. With the success of the Sanrio collab villagers that finally got brought to North America, I'm sorry, but the New Leaf Welcome Amiibo update was so much fun. In New Leaf's update, it added the opportunity to have special villagers come to your campground, run by everyone's favorite hippie doggo photographer Harvey, using either Welcome Amiibo specific Amiibo cards, or even other Amiibos from other games. Sadly, we didn't get too many of them, which was really disappointing. So much potential right in the palm of their hands. That got Wave and I thinking. What is a franchise with a ton of Amiibos, with the possibility to have special villagers made? You read the title. Let's get into it. Alright, Smash Bros. Ultimate came out, and this boy was right there from the beginning. If you get him now, you gotta pay for him, but I got him for free when he was a pre-order bonus. I wanted to bounce off the appeal of the Sanrio villagers, where it's a fanboy for piranha plants, while still keeping that sweet aesthetic nice and consistent. So here's the squirrel boy with the attitude to bite you. Meet Petey, a smug little asshole that will protect his plants like the little gardener he is. He's the type of boy that would just plant and water your flowers, then give each of his neighbors a bouquet every time a new flower grows. Petey is named after, well, Petey Piranha, who makes an appearance in Super Mario Sunshine and Smash Bros. Brawl, as well as the final Smash in Ultimate, referencing back to the latter Smash game. For Petey, I made him this dark terracotta brown, with a darker brown on his hands, feet, belly, ears, and muzzle. The original plan for his tail was to look like a piranha plant, but that didn't look the best at the time, so anyway. His tail has a circle of red when he curls it up in the middle to look like a piranha plant head, and then the stripe, while in the red, is white, but 2 shades of green go out of his tail representing the vines. You add a simple dot T in the color red for his shirt to connect more to his plant idol. Speaking more on my plan for him as a villager, if it were to happen, he'd be a smug villager with the catchphrase chomp chomp. I even wrote down his coffee order from New Leaf, which is a mocha with lots of milk and sugar. The real good shit. My little headcanon for Petey is that he'd always wake up early to go around the island to plant and water flowers. Then he'd return back to his polka dot greenhouse like home and water his piranha plants. Actually, more like Venus flytraps, but he thinks they're piranha plants. Might as well be. He's the type of villager I think would adapt well with the players who love cottagecore content, as well as the nostalgia from the Sunshine furniture items that come with him. I've made so many cute sketches of this boy, it warms my heart remembering my baby years where I would watch my brother play Sunshine. Speaking of which, the furniture items. Here's some sketches of the concepts I have for his set when scanning the Piranha Plant Smash Amiibo. Since Piranha Plants have been in so many Mario games, I narrowed it down to a couple of games for reference. Super Mario Sunshine, Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, and Smash Bros. Brawl. We have the basic items like wallpaper and flooring set. It would be a scene of Bianco Hills and the gravelly path in that level, where the whites would mix well with the brightness of the wallpaper. A medium piranha plant rug, and a small garden welcome mat design. A basic furniture set, which apply to each of these characters I'll introduce today. A chair, a table, a bed, a floor and or wall lamp, and an item or items from a game they're from. This case, you would get the spike ball that would be in the neutral B, kinda like the Petey piranhas. There would be customization options also, including the putrid piranha, spiky piranha, blue, pink, yellow, green, and even the goo piranhas from Sunshine, or polluted, as I should say. Now on to the good part, clothing items. We have a little Petey head, which sadly would be a helmet, but it'd look all fluffy and cute with flower petals coming off like a little beard. A little leafy top shirt, and a cute pair of puffy shorts with a pair of sneakers with designs of the leaves. Kind of childlike design, because we don't have that certain flair in current Animal Crossing clothing that scratches that itch that the fan-made content does. Here's the final Petey. I'm super proud of how he turned out. I'm glad y'all are happy with him too. At least I hope so anyway. Let's continue on to the next. Villager? Where's that meowing coming from? That's right. If you'll excuse me. I knew there was something I was missing. The next one is everyone's favorite cat burglar, Morgana. Well, the actual fighter is Joker, released and announced as the first fighter in the official Fighters Pass 1. Don't worry, just because the villager is Morgana doesn't mean that Joker is completely wiped out from this whole concept. If you haven't seen a Persona game, or Persona 5 before, Morgana is like a little animal sidekick that's a huge asset to the game, without giving too much away to spoilers. Don't worry, these next couple have references to events from the games, as well as the characters' names, but I will not touch too much into them. Morgana, or his codename Mona, is a cat member of the Phantom Thieves, probably just done stealing the heart of maybe Tom Nook due to his greedy money practices. He's actually a human who's trying to get back to his original form. He's a black cat with a white bottom half of his face, paws, and tips of his tail. Always wearing his classic outfit, no matter the world he ends up in, with his signature yellow bandana around his neck and mask around his eyes. He would be a smug villager and pretty greedy himself. Always having his eyes out for treasure, whether it be gold or just important items to the mission. He was really fun to draw because I never draw many cats, whether it be Animal Crossing or otherwise. I have a little pupper. He's enough of a cat in that fluffy body. Joker's furniture items are very different. Instead of a bunch of basic house furniture, this set is completely like a cafe, as most of the events in the game take place in a cafe called LeBlanc. You have a little plate of curry, to the stools and counters, as well as a cookbook. The other half of the furniture are things such as displays of each of the Phantom Thieves' masks. I wonder why one is broken. Oh, well, it's not like it matters. The rest of the items are stuff like the calling card wall and palace floor, referencing the beginning of the game and the first palace you fight. I would say the other two furniture items that you can get, but it would be spoiling the game for some of you. Just know that they are important items for a certain Pant and Kitsune in the Phantom Thieves. The costumes for both Joker and Morgana will be clothing items from the wig, to the boots, to the mask. Sadly not the gun, because that would put New Horizons into T rating. But no. Maybe you'll even see special text if a player is in full Morgana or Joker clothing outfits. Yeah, we can. Come on, Mona. Here's the finished Morgana, precious cat burglar. The next DLC fighter is the group of heroes from the Dragon Quest series. Since it's not as popular in North America as it is in Japan, I never seen much from it, nor is it really my cup of tea. Wave and I were stumped on this for a while, until we thought about what was iconic about the Dragon Quest series, without needing to really know anything later on. The enemy in every single game that has more varieties than someone could list easily. The slimes. Blobby balls with those slightly unsettling smiley faces, and the bouncing potential to race in an off-brand monopoly with stocks. We aren't talking the basic slime, however. We base the hero Amiibo villager off a Hoimi slime, or heel slime in English. A peppy octopus villager that is the island nurse, always loving to heal anyone of their wounds or wasp stings, cause we all get those, especially if we shake too many trees. She basically lives in her scrubs, even though she's like a medical student and not an actual nurse yet. She wants to be though, and spends a lot of her time being the healer in her MMORPG groups. Suri is so bouncy and bubbly to the point where she can even be called a bouncy ball. She may call you slimy, but don't worry, it's just her catchphrase. She only wants to make people smile and be happy and healthy. I came up with her by taking this creepy smiling weirdo and turning the colors into something more palatable and adding this mint green to liven up her color scheme a bit. Add a cream color to her scrub tunic, and she was fully done. I love her design, really. Of the original characters in this video, Petey may be my favorite of the two, but Suri is still a huge cutie pie. She would definitely play the cleric in a D&D campaign and cry when her character gets killed out of nowhere because she didn't have any spells left on her first battle. Beware those corn cuties. They leave you in some deep cream corn. The furniture items are all based around the slime enemy and the heroes. It will be a white table item of all 4 of the weapons from each of the heroes on a tablecloth or large piece of fabric, like it's displayed proudly. From how old Dragon Quest is as a series, I decided to add some more cool furniture items. This includes a Famicom disc collection, toy Dragon Quest Builder's hammer, and a Dragon Quest arcade cabinet. Add a small amount of furniture that isn't game related. Items like shelf, lamp, rug, and toy set of building block from the latter Dragon Quest builders. Then slap a plush toy and a crown on the list, and that's the furniture that you would have with the fantastic Suri. Besides, the wallpaper and flooring resembles the dungeons of Dragon Quest XI. Then it wraps up into a good combo for this Smash Amiibo. Here's the finished Suri. Let's move on to our final one of the video. The one fighter from the first pass to cause all the fanboys into a riot, I was in that storm because I had watched so many creators play BanjoKazooie 1, 2E, and Nuts and Bolts. I may not have played the games myself, but these cuties were a happy addition to the DLC roster. This Amiibo villager would be a coin toss between Banjo or Kazooie, both wearing a blue backpack. I just drew them together for consistency. All the items are the same, but it's just 2 separate villagers. They would each talk about each other and how they miss each other, even mention how Banjo would try to fit into his backpack in place of Kazooie, but end up falling out and bumping his nose. Kazooie would talk about how she missed hiding out in the backpack, but carries it around with a teddy bear because she couldn't take the load of Banjo through the whole adventure. Banjo would be a lazy villager with his signature catchphrase. With a skill in playing fighting games and puzzles, he just wants to protect his friends and will always be happy if you have both him and Kazooie on the same island. Wearing his signature outfit, sadly put on a shirt because he finds it exhilarating not to wear pants on this island. It makes him pretty happy to just lounge around and be a lazybones on a vacation. While Kazooie is a normal villager, with her catchphrase being Zuzui, with a skill in flying and singing. She also wants to protect her friends and is very happy if Banjo is also on the island with her, wearing a fire dress resembling her dragon form as a reminder to control her anger and not to get worked up so much. She loves lounging as well, but has to put her foot down on Banjo's laziness sometimes. The furniture portion is a lot of nostalgic items. Basically strips Banjo's house from the original and makes each item a furniture item. His armchair, his bed, the walls, the floor, even little Roystein, Banjo's goldfish companion. A portrait customizable to most of the cast of BanjoKazooie, like Grunty, Mumbo Jumbo, you get the picture. Banjo's backpack and a plush of the duo would also be available. You get clothing items from Banjo and Kazooie, as well as Gruntilda and Mumbo Jumbo, like I mentioned before. So, a new set of witch attire, but you can look older rather than the mage stuff we get around Halloween. Mumbo's items are his skull mask and a wand, as well as its DIY item. So, those who don't have the amiibo would be able to share in the fun. Here's the finished duo. I believe they came out great, especially since I drew these before I began writing this script. This was my first video for Fanfickle that I'm doing mostly alone, and I was super nervous about it. Special thanks to Wave for visiting me and having a great time with me, as well as helping this idea blossom as much as it did. He helped me write the original draft of this script, as well as all of the villagers you could be seeing in the nearest future. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye!